I don't want to pay the hospital bill to treat my mother's cancer. Shortly after my 5th birthday, my dad found out that I was not biologically his. He immediately threw me and my mother out of his life. Now looking back, I can't really blame him. It would be a nightmare to raise someone who was a constant reminder of your cheating wife. Shortly after that, we moved from a mansion to a very small apartment. My life has been absolutely lonely and horrible since then. The love that my mother has had for me disappeared in an instant, and she and my half-siblings, constantly blaming me for being the reason the divorce, have hated me since. I was constantly told with my own family, including my mother, that they all wish that I would die and would have never been born and things like that. I try not to let my half-siblings' words get to me, since they were kids as well, but it still hurts to this day. My mother married my stepdad when I was 10, and he and his kids, my step-siblings, have made it very clear they didn't like me, and things are even worse. I was given the smallest room, no new clothes or things, and constantly ignored if not being bullied by my own family. Both my step-family and half-siblings went on great and fantastic trips, and were given all the latest gadgets and everything as well, while I was left behind. I had no friend at school as well. I was a quiet kid, and was always isolated and left out of everything. I'm 27 now, and managed to get a full ride to my dream college, and am now financially quite secure. And I have very good friends and amazing fiance, whom I have a 3-year-old son, and her family has adopted me as one of their own. My fiance also convinced me to go to therapy, which I am very grateful for as well. And I'm basically doing great in life and have moved past everything. Recently, my mother contacted me a few days ago saying she needs help, money actually, because she has cancer, and I firmly but politely refused her, saying that while I sympathize with her situation, it is not my responsibility and she should lose my number and never contact me again. I'm now hounded by my step-family and even my half-siblings I shouldn't refuse, and my response was pretty much the same, and I've blocked them as well. Yesterday, my mother called me from her friend's phone, this time ordering me to pay since he sacrificed so much for me. This time, which I replied, "You never sacrificed anything. You gave away everything you had because you just couldn't keep your legs closed," and hung up on her. I've blocked them all and now just keep receiving messages calling me an asshole, among other things, from new numbers which I promptly block. But now occasionally I feel quite guilty. What my mother did was horrible, yes, but no one deserves to die for such things. So Reddit, am I the asshole for refusing to pay my mother's hospital bills, even though it may lead to her death?